Ed Rosenberg with the Roses Coaching. And I want to tell you about something I found that's very useful, and it's kind of a core skill in dealing with habits. It's called Tiny Habits. It's from B.J. Fogg, by a book by the same name. And he also calls it behavior design. That's a good idea. You can design your behavior. Well, it has breaks down maybe 4 steps. One is that you recognize you have a desire to do something. And so you instantly take that and you make it really small. Then you fit that into whatever you're doing, and then you nurture it. It's kind of like growing roses, for instance. Instead of planting an entire garden, you just break it down into one rose, perhaps, and plant the seed, and it grows, and you nurture that until it becomes a rose, and you can spread out and eventually have a whole rose garden. What he did, actually, was very interesting. He decided, well, he was going to do 20 push-ups a day. And after a few days, he realized he couldn't do that. So what he did is he made it tiny. His desire was to do 20, but he said, well, I'll just do 2 push-ups in the morning against the wall. And then he added something very interesting. He has 3 steps. He says, after I wake up, I'll do my 2 push-ups. And then so what? Then he celebrates that. And that's the hardest thing for people. How ridiculous to celebrate the fact that you've done 2 push-ups against the wall. Who can't do that? Well, what that does, that produces something called shine. In other words, that celebration makes you feel good. And it's that emotion that actually makes you want to do it again because it's rewarding, the dopamine and all in the head. So he did that. He did the 2 push-ups and then he celebrated. And then next day he said, I'm going to do it again. And then eventually it turned into 3 push-ups on the floor, and he got to his 20 because he had that shine. And that's the story of tiny habits.